Hi everybody, this is Eric White. In this screencast I am going to explain what the Styles with Effects part is all about in OpenXML Word Processing ML. In a nutshell, what it's about is that if you use a feature in Word 2010 that isn't available in Word 2007, and if it puts in W14 markup in the document, it puts this markup both in the styles part and the styles with effects part. Then if you edit that document in Word 2007 and save it, Word 2007 will save the old style information. It won't save the fancy effects in the styles part, but you'll still have those fancy effects in the styles with effects part. Then when you bring that document back to Word 2010 and you open it, and if you convert it from compatibility mode, you'll see those effects again. Let me show you how that works. Here I'm operating on a USB drive. I'm operating on this USB drive because I'm going to take this file and move it over to another machine that has Word 2007 on it. I don't have a virtual machine or anything on this computer that can run 2007 at the moment. So I'm going to create a new Word document. I'll call it my fancy document. I'll open it and I'll put in some text. Now I'm going to select that text and I'm going to put a fancy style on it. I'll blow up the text so we can see that. And I'm going to create a new style. I'm going to call it my fancy style. I'll save it and close it. Let's look at it real quickly in the OpenXML package editor power tool. Drag it over onto the package editor. I'll open the styles part and I'll go down to the bottom, and here we can find my fancy style, and it has this W14 markup with the glow effect and so on and so forth. And we can also look at the styles with effects part. It has the exact same markup in it for my fancy style. I'll close this. I'm not going to save it. And now I'm going to eject this USB drive. Okay, now I am over here on another computer that has Office 2007 on it. I'm plugging in the USB drive, and there is my fancy document. Let's open up my fancy document. And because I'm operating in 2007 and it doesn't have those fancy effects, then I see the text that's in kind of a normal font. So let's do something here. I'm not going to change that text, but I'm going to add another line here. I'm doing this just so that Word 2007 is forced to rewrite the entire file back to the USB drive. And I save it and I close it. And I'll eject my USB drive. And I'm going to take it back to my other computer that has Office 2010 on it. Okay, now we're back on the computer that has Word 2010. First, let's again look at this document in the OpenXML package editor, Power Tool. We see our styles part and our styles with effects part. Let's look at the styles part first, and if we go down here we can see my fancy style, and it's not so fancy anymore. It just has ordinary markup that Word 2007 can write. And let's look at the Styles with Effects part. And if I go down to it, it has all of the W14 markup that gives the text the glow. Now let's open up my fancy document. Well, when we open it up, we see the text without the effects. And what you can also see over here is this effects button. It's also disabled. But what we can do is if we come over here onto the file menu, we see this compatibility mode button. And if I click this button, it will convert the document from compatibility mode to Office 2010 mode. And it gives us the warning that converting this file may result in layout changes. Well, let's convert it. And it's going to tell me this will convert the file to the newest file format. And if I click OK, then we can see the style with the original fancy character styling on it. In the process of converting this file to use the W14 markup, to use the format supported by Word 2010, it moved that fancy style with the special effects from the Styles with Effects part back into the Styles part. So that's all the Styles with Effects part is for. It's to enable that particular scenario. One point to make is that this is an issue that's really going to go away. Office 2013 doesn't do the Styles with Effects thing. It just uses the Styles part. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.